Hello Zenbeez, it's time for a string safari. A string safari is a project where we create a Zentangle using a given string, and this is our string safari number 38. You can check out all the previous projects from this series on the playlist String Safari. I am Sandhya. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. In this channel, we talk about creating and practicing Zentangle, my own Zentangle inspired artworks and collectibles. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on any videos that I post here every Tuesdays and Fridays. For today's project, I will be working on a regular white square tile with my black pen, pencil and stub. So go grab your supplies and let's get started. On with tangling now. Okay, so here we are with our string number 38. And working on my regular white square tile, I will be using my 01 black micron, and this is 08 black micron, a pencil and a stub. So let's get started. For today's session, I am going to start with a border. So adding my pencil dots on all four sides, and I'm going to join it freehand, very gentle. Okay, so it should be like this. Now let's start with our string. So our string goes in a shape that kind of looks like a heart. So we're going to start off like this. So we start like this, make a dip, come here, touch this, and then kind of cross over to the bottom and then repeat it like that, right? So let's go ahead, let's start. Like this, and I'm going to kind of join it there to make it a heart, and probably pull out another line like this as well on this side. So it's going to look like this, like yin yang of heart, right? So let's get started. So I am going to start with our first tangle, which is Skeena. So I'm going to start off somewhere here and kind of go around, filling this entire heart with Skeena. So let's start like that. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull another line here like this and just make a triangle shape. So I'm not going to do anything right now. I'm just going to make my lines and then come back to that after I finish making my lines. So again, I pull it out like this. So take your time to do this. This is a super zen tangle, as in you can really get lost creating this tangle. Okay, so I am going to kind of change my directions in a bit. So I'm just making these lines so I know that this is the triangle, right? Like that. I'm also going to make some regular lines without any triangle. So this goes like that, and then so I'm now starting from this point. I was starting from here, then I started making my lines from here. Now I'm making my lines here. Okay, I'm slowly turning my tile. Okay, so I'm kind of done on one side. Now let's continue on this side and see what we can do on the side. Okay, so I am going to pull out another line that kind of goes like this. Okay, so I'm starting out from here now. Okay, so keep going. It's all about slowing down and kind of paying attention to your lines. So just keep going. Okay, so now I have very little space here and I want to kind of emphasize this curve that's happening here. So I'm going to go around this and end here, go around this and end here. So now here I'm going to pull this here like that. Like that. Okay, so now we have this lovely looking heart filled in. Now we have these triangles, so you can either fill in complete black or you can add some fun tipples, or you can do a mix of both, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a mix of both tipple and filling up. So I'm going to just randomly go around filling tipple in few and then filling the whole thing black in few. So you can alternate but I really don't want to do alternate, so I'm just going however I feel like. Okay, so I always like to finish one thing before I move on to the next, so I am going to finish making my circles first all around. So I like to finish one and then go about doing the other thing that I want to do. So I'm going to finish up with my circles first and then go back doing the blacks. But if you want to kind of work to the side doing whatever you want to do and then keep moving, that's fine too. So just see what works for you and do that. And another little trick, you want to know why I'm doing circle first instead of filling it up. Well, I think I can always add black on top of this if I don't like it, or if I think this place also needs to be filled in black. So I like to keep my options open, so I always like to do the circles or the things that doesn't require filling first, and then I'll see if I don't like it, or I can always add black on it to kind of make it complete. So that's how I do that. So here I have completed adding circles all around. So now it's time to add the black. So I'm going to use my 08 micron so I can fill in better. So I'll start off with all these spots which I have kept it aside in the first round. So I'm going to go around adding black all over. So here it is all done, and I like the way it's turned out. I like the mix of circles and the blacks. So now let's move on to our next tangle, which we will be doing here. So our next tangle is Rick's paradox. So we're going to do Rick's paradox here. So I wanted to kind of have a combination of line-based tangles in both the hearts. So for Rick's paradox, we're going to further section the heart. So I'm going to pull out a line like this. So this is this, and maybe another line here and another one here. So I have like about 4 sections going like this. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so I am going to start off like this and stop here. So this would be my first, because this is a circular format, we are going to kind of virtually divide it to create our landing spots, and so that's going to be my landing spot there. So let's start. I start like this, I go about like that, and I stop right there, and from here I'm going to stop right here. So I am going over the line and from here I am going to go over the line here as well. And now I'm going to start the actual Rex paradox. So I stop there, and from here we are going to go like this, right? So go really slow, take your time to do this. So from here I start and I slightly branch out and I land on this line, and I make sure I don't cross that. Now doing the same thing here, I'm going to land on this and I make sure I don't cross that. Now from here landing on this. So go really slow, take your time to do this. So here it's all done. Now we're going to get to this next section. So I am going to first ink this part. So let's go ahead do that. So I've just inked this section like this, and now I want my fan to open up like this. So I'm going to start off from here, maybe from here. I'll start off from here and I'm going to branch out at that point and then come back down and then come back in like that. Okay, so let's do that. So from here I am going to branch out till there, and then from here it's going to come here. So like that. And again, take your time to do this, don't be in a hurry. This does requires some patience. So like that. Oh, I like that drama that's happening here. Okay, so now we are going to work on this section. So again, I'm going to ink this first. So starting from here, it's going to go this way and this way. So now I want this fan to open up. So I'm going to start from here and branch out here so that I have that same effect coming down. So let's go ahead and start from here, come down there, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this. So I have finished that section as well. Now I have my last section, so let's go ahead and finish this too. So like that. And now let's see, now I want this fan to open up, so I'm going to work from here, branch out and then come down, branch out, come down. So that's how we're going to work this. So there, it's all done. Okay, so here I am going to connect this to make it more defined. Like that. Yeah, ooh, I like that yin yang kind of effect. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and add some nice depths right here where these lines kind of end. So take your time to do this. See how that creates that nice beautiful depth. So I'm going to take my time and finish all of it. So here it is, all done. You can see a heart from this side and you can see a heart from this side. So now let's get to shading. So I'm going to start off with Skeena first. So I'm going to go over the heart along the line, along the edge. So like that. Okay, so this is added the pencil. I'm going to blend this using my stub. So going over like this. Okay, so there it is, all done. Now for my Lex paradox, I'm going to do for this heart, I'm going to do it outside. So we are going to do it more like a shadow, right? So let's do it here this way. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so there, looks lovely. So now I'm also going to go ahead and add a bit of pencil just here, like from the center, as if it's all coming out like that. So I'm going to do that for all of these here. Just a bit, not the whole thing. So let's just blend this as well. Like that. Okay, so I like the way it's giving those depths. Like you can actually walk into that depth there. So that's our fun project for today. A bit of a contrast, yin yang effect, and keeping in theme for this month. That's some hearts there. So let's finish it off with our initials. I'm going to put my full on name, so I like to keep it this way. I like the hearts looking this way, so I'm going to put my initials here, or rather I'm going to put my full name on here. Okay, so now let's journal this quickly. Today's date is 9th of Feb 2021, and this is YouTube, and this is string Safari number 38, and we worked with Rick's Paradox and Skeena. So those were our 2 tangles for the day, and that's our project. Hope you had fun on this safari with me. I would love to see your creations, so head on to our Facebook group Zenbeez, where all the after party fun happens. Share your creations there and check out the works by other Zenbeez. If you're sharing your works on social media, then please do tag me at Sandhya so I get to see your lovely works there, and I do stop by to comment. A quick note, these projects and these videos are for your personal use, and no part of this can be used for any kind of commercial purposes. To understand the Zentangle method and to get started on your own Zentangle journey, send me an email to get updates on my upcoming workshops and to schedule your private sessions. Slots for the month of February is now open. To receive my weekly newsletter, click on the link Tangle Organizer in the description and get updates on my upcoming workshops and other fun events. And remember to claim your free gift. On Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. India time, I host a Zentangle Mini Project on my handle at Sandhya. Join me on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. India time, and let's tangle together real time. Now it's time to comment, so please comment below and let me know how you enjoyed this project, because that really helps me plan out my next set of videos. Also, it's time to show some love, so hit that like button and share the video and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next on Friday in our Focus Flight series. Until then, remember to breathe and smile. See ya. Namaste.